3, 2, 1.
What is that?
Hello. We are here with yet another video for you.
Yeah, so this video is about house moving. So we recently just moved and we learned a bunch of things through experience. We thought why not share that with you through this video. And so we've put together 5 tips that might help you if you're looking to move soon.
So, if you are someone who is in the process of starting to move your house or someone who is looking for a new house, going through this video will definitely help you address a few things that we felt were important while moving or even after moving. So, let's get going to the tips.
So tip number 1 is to understand the property you're moving into. So some properties have rules and regulations about moving. So I know for a fact that condos and some apartments, they have rules around shifting in or shifting out. So they require you to register with the management, and management will take probably a deposit from you. And on the moving day, they will put up this protective curtains in the lifts, and you are probably allowed to use only one particular lift for moving in. So it's best to know that beforehand, what is required, and register with the management so that on the moving day, you have no problems. So if you're moving into like a bungalow or a shared accommodations, things around that are a little different. They are usually more subjective. It's best to find out from the owner or people staying there what is required beforehand before you move. All right, tip number 2.
So tip number 2 would be around packing. So definitely when you're moving, you need to pack some stuff in, and it is better to pack these things, in big bags or even in boxes. So if you're someone who do not have a lot of things, then I think just fitting everything in your suitcase will do. But if your suitcase is not enough and you need to store more things, then you can preferably buy things like cardboard boxes from, let's say you can buy it from Canadian Tire, Home Depot, U-Haul, or even Amazon. For us personally, we didn't get these boxes. Number 1 is because whenever we buy a new item, let's say a TV or whatever it is, we'll always keep the box, so that when we are shifting to the new house, we can reuse the box to pack the same item inside. And secondly, we have all these bags that we collected, like from IKEA or even from No Frills, these huge bags. So whatever items whose box we don't have, we just packed it inside those bags and moved. So, but if you're someone who are, very particular, who needs these boxes, you can go to these sites and get them. They are generally expensive in places like Amazon and U-Haul. You can get them from like Canadian Tires and Home Depot, where they are at a cheaper price. Yeah, so boxes, we personally feel like whatever boxes we have of these items that we have purchased is a really good way to pack, because then everything is packed properly and it's not just placed all over the place. So items do not go missing, items do not break in these cases. And storing these cardboard boxes is really easy. You can just cut them open and fold them and then store them. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So this would be the tip around packing. So I think the most important point for us while moving was tip number 3, which is buying furnitures. So if you're someone who already has a set of furnitures that you are going to move with to the new house, then that's great. But if you're someone like us who did not had any furniture with us while moving to this house, then there are some places that you need to consider. Of course, the furnitures you're buying, it can be like something new that you're buying, or it can be something second-hand. It really depends on your personal choice. For us personally, we sort of divided them into 2 parts. So, our bed frame and our mattress, that's something that we got brand new. Because we feel like second-hand might have bedbug issues, which we wanted to avoid. And mattress and bed frame is something that will stay with us for many years down the line, even if we move to our new house. So that's why we considered buying it brand new. In terms of the remaining items second-hand, like
our study table, sofa, what else? The TV console, things like that. We did go for second-hand because We tried looking for them brand new, but then it was little too expensive and we didn't want to spend on that. So we decided to get used ones. So we went to websites like Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace and Carrot to look for these items. And when you look at these places, you really do understand like what you want. You see like tables which are just like 1 year old, 2 year old, and if you can justify the price, then that's up to you. And I think she can tell you more about the experience of browsing for items because she was the one mainly doing it.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, a lot of people suggested Facebook Marketplace to me, but for me personally, I found it very messy. And usually, the people that I reach out to were like sellers from the actual shop. And then, even though they put like, okay, they are giving out sofa for $50, they will later on say that no, the $50 is just the delivery fee, and we are selling it for, I don't know, 1K. So I feel like it's a lot of waste of my time being in Facebook Marketplace. So then I tried something called Carrot. So Carrot is another site where people sell used items. In there too, I didn't had much success because you can sort of get them near your area or something. So the UI was a bit messed up and I didn't like it personally. So my third option, which is the most favorable, would be Kijiji. So I went to Kijiji and the UI and the search functionalities and everything around it in terms of like messaging people, even reaching out to people and looking at their reviews, filtering options, everything was much clearer to me. And it just within one day I managed to find all these items like sofa, study table, TV console, everything, of course from different people. But then it was like used item and at a very cheap rate. For example, our TV console, it's from IKEA, so this person sold it to us for $20, but if the same TV console, if you look at the price of it in IKEA, it is sold for somewhere around $200. So from 200 to 20, that's a huge saving just because they have used it for I think about 2 years. So
we're really happy we got that because the couple that was selling it to us, they were really nice. They were giving us for a cheap rate, and because they realized later on that there was something spoiled in the back, so they said they will just discount it off. Not everyone is going to be that good, so just be aware when you transact and talk to people for furnitures.
Yeah, and do not transfer the money first.
Yeah,
always transfer the money on the spot after having a look at the products. This is something that I would recommend too. Sometimes some people at Kijiji say that no, you have to pay me a deposit. Don't pay them a deposit. It's not needed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
From the seller point of view, they're trying to make sure that you do come to buy this, but you don't want to do that because you don't know who you're transferring to, whether if you'll really get the product or what. So always make sure to go there in person, inspect the product. There is no rush, just inspect it. Let's see if it wiggles, sit on it. If you're buying a chair, do something. Always inspect before you make the purchase. Yeah. Okay.
In terms of new furnitures, of course, the most favorite place that we all know is IKEA. So that's where we got our mattress frame from. Of course, for our mattress, we also wanted to get it from IKEA, but the one we wanted wasn't available. So we went for another option, which is a local Canadian brand called.
What is it?
Okay, we will just list it somewhere
we'll
around,
put it around
here.
What's the name?
So yeah.
Yeah, so we bought that because we know mattress is going to be with us for a few years. Might as well invest in your sleep because sleep is really important no matter what you say. So we invested in a good mattress, and we got the bed frame from IKEA. We got our coffee table from IKEA.
And our coffee table was just $20.
Yeah, we just got the square one. We'll put it up here somewhere what that is.
But
it's real
we
cheap.
are the cheapos, but we get our things done. So,
so we spend where. Yeah, I have this thing where I say, like, save where you can so that you can spend where you want to. So that's what we do.
And these chairs, the one that we are sitting on behind us, we got them from Amazon.
Yeah, check everywhere. Check Amazon, check IKEA, see what's the best deal out there. Okay, with that said, next tip.
We look like news reporters. आज weather की सूचना.
So now you have done your packing, now it's time to move. So when you're moving, you definitely need a vehicle to move if you do not have your own already. So if you just have a few suitcases, you can just hire a vehicle and just bring all that there. If you have a friend, great, get the friend to move for you as well. But if you have a lot of furnitures or if you have a lot of stuff, you probably need to rent a truck. So there are a few companies that offer truck rentals. U-Haul is known to be the most popular one among them. Then there is budget rentals, there is Advantage rentals, and even Home Depot offers trucks for moving. So just make sure to compare the prices. They do standard rental. They also look how far you are traveling. So just make sure to get the best value. We did ours from U-Haul, and it was our first time actually renting a truck. So we learned a lot of things through that. So for U-Haul, how it was they have a standard rate. So you can choose where you pick up the vehicle from and where you drop it off. You can drop it off elsewhere nearer to your home if you have that. And they also charge you, they give you an initial this many miles to cover that you are given. Or if you want anything else, they have that package as well. So usually you put that booking in and then a representative will call you to discuss, to say maybe this will work or this won't work. They will try to work out another thing with you. And if it's not up to what you want, they might even offer you a discount, which happened to us. So we were pretty happy with that, even though we had to go through a little bit of trouble, but we got a discount, so we're happy with it. So things like that you have to keep in mind. So moving wise, you can get assistance like from U-Haul to have people come over and help you like pack and load and everything, but it's really expensive, as you know. In Canada, getting like service is really expensive. If you have some friends, get them to help you out instead, and it'll be a fun day like we had.
With Mohan.
with Mohan from, if you have seen him from the farm video, he was there to help us out. So it was really a great thing.
Okay, so the last tip would be, finally you have got your truck, everything is done in your new house. So what we recommend is to clean your new house before getting all the items in. This is because once all the items get in, you will not be able to do thorough cleaning of your house. Even though the landlord might have said that, oh, we have already done cleaning for you and stuff like that, there is always room for more cleaning, especially the main areas like, kitchen where you're going to cook, your bathroom where you're going to be, there might be a lot of germs there, so it needs a lot of cleaning. Apart from that, we had furnitures like sofa, which we got second-hand, so we went to collect it on the day of moving. So what we did was, before bringing the sofa into our house, we bought a bed bug spray and then just sprayed it all over the sofa and left it outside for 1 to 2 hours. In case there are any bed bugs or any other creepy crawlies in there, they can just die off.
So if you're getting something that is made of cloth or like leather, things like sofa or any other seating from someone else, make sure you clean it, debug. The bed bug, clean out the bed bug and everything before you move it into your new house. You don't want any of those coming in with you and staying rent free. So make sure to clean your house. You will feel much better after you move in.
Okay, so those are the 5 tips for you, and we really hope these tips have been useful to you.
We wish you all the best in moving. I know that day is going to be hectic, but it's going to be worth it, hopefully, if you're moving into a good place. But I hope these tips really help you. Remember, always prepare ahead of time. Don't do anything last minute. It's going to make things worse only. So do everything beforehand, prepare everything beforehand.
Okay, so that's it from us. Take care of yourself. Be happy, stay healthy. See you in the next video. Bye.